Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2018 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today and welcome to any newcomers. As always, thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and all your support, feedback, and comments. Always welcome, always appreciated. Please keep them coming. And always a big thank you to all of my clients out there, my regular and my new clients, for keeping me so joyfully occupied with all the personal one-on-one readings. And as a lot of you who follow me know, I do a wide variety of personal readings, and if you are interested in doing a personal one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded, you can get more information and my contact details by clicking on either the description bar of all the videos I post or by going to my YouTube channel's homepage and clicking on the little About button. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I can usually get back to you within the same day or the first 24 hours of your initial contact. And turnaround time for personal readings is pretty fast because I do readings full time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So it can take anywhere from a few days or upwards of a couple of weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time or so we can set something up for you. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. For fast answers to the quick, easy questions, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy, and that's also with my contact details. So let's get into this. This is for the water sign of Scorpio for the month of May 2018. These are general readings, so they're going to resonate differently in the specifics and details for everybody who watches, although the energy and advice always remains fundamentally the same. But if you know your rising and your moon sign, watch those as well for additional insight. Sometimes they can play out a little more predictably for you than your primary sun sign. So let's take a look. Scorpio. We begin with the Knight of Pentacles, followed by death or transformation. We have the King of Pentacles, followed by the Empress. We have Strength, followed by the Eight of Cups. And we have the World, followed by the Hermit. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance is the Eight of Pentacles. Like a lot of signs I've done so far, you have a lot of major arcana cards. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 9, so a little over half is major arcana cards. So that's energies of God, spirit, angels, and guides, source. And usually when major arcana cards show up, it represents significant life shifts and changes, or the opportunities for significant life shifts and changes. And it looks like the general energy and focus for May is the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card that speaks a lot of work, maybe a lot of work, getting up early, staying up late, burning the candles at both ends as this man is doing, maybe working a lot of overtime because you're putting a lot of effort into building up a solid, stable foundation for yourself. It can mean repetitive work. And by work, I don't necessarily mean just their traditional job. Some people don't work a traditional clock in, clock out job. Sometimes they work from home, or they own their own business, or they're homemakers. This would represent, work would represent whatever you put into, whatever it is that you put into your day-to-day life that supports your day-to-day life. Pentacles is earth energy. That's the element which governs this suit. And in the tarot, the suit of Pentacles governed by earth is usually manifesting in the part of our lives that deals with practical, concrete, day-to-day things like money, finances, property, resources, assets, job, etc., or the tangible results of the efforts we put into our lives. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and death or transformation. We start out May with those, or the end of April, because I am recording these in the last few days of April. So the Knight of Pentacles, this is a tangible new offer or opportunity. It might not be moving as fast as you would like it to. Knights can often sometimes represent the speed at which a situation moves. And out of all 4 of the Knights, all of whom are fairly fast moving, the Knight of Pentacles, though, is the slowest because he's governed by earth, but he's also the steadiest, most stable and reliable. He'll see it through from beginning to end, one foot in front of the other. But Knights are the bringers and deliverers of the tarot, so they often represent offers and opportunities because their whole aim is to go off on missions and quests, very single-minded and focused about that, and bring back the results, achievement. So an offer or opportunity being placed in front of you or for you to take. Now it's clarified by death, which represents transformation and a pretty complete ending of a part of your life or a chapter of your life. This represents a total clearing out of some of the ground so that something new can be placed in its path. It can be placed there, it can be planted there, so it can grow and manifest something new. Because birth always follows death, beginnings always follow endings. That's how it works. Usually when the death card shows up, it usually represents that whatever the ending is in whatever area of your life, it usually represents something from the past or something that's been ongoing for quite some time. So since we know that the focus is in the more tangible, concrete areas of our life, although you can translate the same energy to relationships or other areas too, it looks like there is an opportunity, a tangible new opportunity in front of you, whether it's, you know, a job offer, a career path, or a new project of some kind. It does represent a clearing out or a dying of the old in order to have this, like a total, an offer or opportunity that's a total new beginning. And the offer opportunity, I mean, the Nine of Pentacles would represent something that looks like it has a fair amount of potential to be abundant, very lush green and gold colors here. You know, if it's a job offer or opportunity or project, anything which involves money, it looks like it has, you know, a lot of potential and promise to create either more or continued sense of abundance and safety and stability, particularly if it has anything to do with money, investments, job, etc. Something that you've been working on building. And that energy continues with the King of Pentacles and the Empress. So here we have the King of Pentacles. Kings and Queens represent individuals who have reached the top of their suits. So the King of Pentacles would be somebody who's, you know, probably very good with money, good with investments. He's worked long and hard to get to where he's at, and he's very generous with it. Believes that everybody ought to have the same opportunities. People like being around him. He tends to like comfortable things, if not luxurious things in his life. He's usually pretty good at navigating the day-to-day aspects of the world we live in, especially when it comes to money, work, investments, things like that. So this can represent an actual person in your life that's significant in this situation. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or somebody who manifests like this. Or it can represent the energetic energy of perhaps this offer opportunity that's in front of you. If this is an offer opportunity that's going to lead you to the energy of the King of Pentacles, very abundant and solid and stable, gives you a sense of continuity with it as well. Or it could be the person you know, presenting this offer, or a combination of both. Now it's clarified by the Empress, a major arcana card. She is the traditional Earth Mother of the tarot. She is all about fertility. Now, this could be literal fertility, you know, pregnancy or conception for some of you, but fundamentally the energy is fertility. So what does fertility really mean? It means that the time is right to plant seeds, to begin to grow something new. It's not about the ending or the process, it's about the beginning, that the time is right to start manifesting something new, meaning you plant the seeds in the ground. You may not see effects right away because the soil is covering it, but if you nurture and take care of them, they will grow and manifest to their full potential. So the Empress represents that now is a good time for planting seeds for new beginnings, usually the green light for new jobs, new opportunities, new projects, moves, new relationships even. It's also a card of self-nurturing and nature, so there's always a connection to that it's, you know, connecting more with nature in a self-nurturing sort of way is positive as well. It can sometimes represent a mother figure. I mean, the King of Pentacles could be a father figure too. Maybe for a smaller portion of you, this could, you know, have some connection to parent or parental energy or mother energy as well, if not actual fertility. But I think for more of you, this offer or opportunity is material in nature, but it looks like it's a good time to plant the seeds for that. Although there may be some fear, you may have some fear and anxiety and doubt about what you might be leaving behind or in taking this new offer or opportunity, because next we have strength clarified by the Eight of Cups. So strength is a card about facing your it's about the kind of strength that it requires and that you gain more of by facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, wrestling with your demons, so to speak, with which this woman has done, and has made peace with her fears because she's confronted them and moved through them, which of course takes a great deal of strength and courage and humility to do, but the rewards you get from doing it are absolutely priceless. Strength, insight, wisdom, courage, because she has done this, and as you can see, she is striding forward into her future courageously with her head held high. Beautiful, beautiful card, but facing your fears, your doubts, and insecurities. So when this card typically comes up, there may be some fears or doubts you have about this new offer or opportunity. Well, what am I leaving behind? Or if I'm investing more into this, is this going to be risky? Is this going to pay off for me? These are fears that need to be faced and move into them in order to have the potential manifest of what this appears to be. Now, strength is clarified by the Eight of Cups, which is a card about turning your back on something and walking away, because whatever it is you're turning your back on or leaving potentially, maybe is disappointing, disillusioning. Maybe it started out as one thing and it turned out to be different than what you thought. You may not know which direction you're going in or how to get there, because this man is still surveying the horizon, but it's still about turning your back on that which is not fulfilling or abundant for you. And the fact that it's clarifying strength, it looks like in order to perhaps take this new opportunity or invest in this new opportunity in some way, although it looks really good, there's some fear attached to it, some fear about walking away from something, even if what you're walking away from has not been everything that you thought it would be. It's, leaving the known can be very intimidating sometimes, but you're being asked to kind of face that and make peace with that. Now, at or towards the end of May 2018, we have the World, beautiful card, and the Hermit. So another combination of major arcana cards. The World is a card of completion. It's the last major arcana card in the tarot. We start with the Fool, who has a 0 at the top of his card, and all the cards in between until we end with the World are about the Fool's journey, which is our journey through life and everything, how we grow and mature and evolve, and all the lessons and things that we learn along the way until we come to the end of the World. She's on top of the World. It's a card of completion, of endings, of achievement, of taking a moment to pause and look at how far you've come and everything that it's taken you to get to where you started to where you are now, and to consider the possibility of what lies ahead. If it comes up in a situation of, moving ahead into something new or leaving something behind, the World card would represent most likely that whatever it is that you may be leaving behind or considering leaving behind, you've done what you came to do. You're not going to get anything more out of it. There is a sense of completion and also achievement, even if you don't feel it, it's there. So it's accompanied by the Hermit, which is a card about wisdom, basically. The Hermit, he's usually depicted as an older, aged man, because we usually think of hermits and monastic people, monks, as older people. What do monastics do? Hermits, monks, what do they do when they withdraw? Well, they do that to go within, to seek out wisdom, insight, guidance, clarity. They remove themselves from conventional distractions in order to hear those things or discover those things a little bit better. And it's also about, the Hermit's also about using the accumulation of your life's experience to help guide you through something. As this aged man is doing, he's using the light of this lantern to help guide his way, to help find his way. And that lantern is symbolic, as all things on a tarot card are. That lantern is symbolic for the accumulation, the sum total of all his life's wisdom and knowledge and everything that he's learned. That's what helps him find his way through this situation. And sometimes the Hermit can represent that the path that you're walking on may be a solitary one. If that's the case for some of you, like taking a new job offer, maybe it requires travel or moving or a new project or starting something up. You may be the only one doing it in the beginning, or it may make you feel a bit kind of solitary. You may be the one forging ahead in something. And it could be a bit lonesome, although I'm not really feeling much of that off the Hermit card. I'm not really feeling anything, even sad or nostalgic about it. It could just mean, you taking everything that you've learned from the path that you're leaving and taking that and transitioning into something new. So beautiful reading. It looks like definitely a month to consider the opportunities of what might lie ahead with any new offers or opportunities in front of you. And any fears or anxieties or doubts you have about moving ahead or leaving something behind, definitely face your fears about that, because it looks like it will be worth it. And it looks like whatever you have been doing has run its course, but you're going to be taking the best of what you gained from it with you. So Scorpio, that pretty much wraps up your May 2018 general reading. I hope you have enjoyed it and that you found it useful somehow. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, please feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to work with you and set up a personal reading live or recorded as quickly as possible. You can get that contact detail too from clicking on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, or the description bar of all the videos I post. And for the quick, easy questions, you can also get fast answers by finding me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. So Scorpio, I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the May 2018 mid-month readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care. Bye-bye.